Hi. All right, your first exam is coming up, and some of you may be a little concerned about that. I do want to tell you that it is an open book, open notebook exam. Of course, this is an online class, so it's not like I could stop you from using your book to begin with. But if we were meeting face-to-face and you were taking the test in person, in the classroom, I would hesitate to tell you that it's open book. My experience has been that when students know that it's an open book exam, that sometimes some of them choose not to read the section material and just assume that they'll figure it out and they'll find the answers when the exam time comes. That's a bad mistake. In fact, I'll tell you that even though this test is only 40 questions, it's either multiple choice or true and false, very few students will score a full 20 points, which is the maximum, or 100%. So please read the chapters beforehand. If you haven't read them yet, please do so. Of course, you should have read them now so that you can better participate in the discussion boards. As I said, the exam is 40 questions, multiple choice with a few true and false thrown in, and it's over the exam reading material that's in your syllabus. There will be questions also from the PowerPoint. So several times, students ask, well, how much is from the reading and how much from the PowerPoint or how much from discussion boards? It's really a mixed bag, so make sure you're familiar with all of it. This is a college level class, so be sure that you're familiar with all of it. If you wanted to print out the PowerPoints so that you have them available, that's great. But keep in mind that when you open the exam, if you close your browser, or your cat steps on your computer and closes your browser for you, however that happens, that's it. You're not able to reopen the exam. It's a one-shot deal. So before you take the exam, be prepared to sit down, to have a nice quiet place, hopefully, and be prepared to sit and take the exam. And take your time. You've got only 40 questions. Some of them will be almost instantaneous, but take your time. And since it is open book, go back and make sure that you're giving the right answer. I'm not looking to trip anybody up. I'm trying not to include any trick questions, but sometimes I've seen students who just answer right away and they end up with a wrong answer because they didn't bother to think about the question or the wording of the answers. So make sure you've done that. You have 90 minutes to take the exam from the time that you open it. If you go beyond 90 minutes, it won't close automatically, but when you do eventually close the exam, you'll be graded just on the ones that you answered within that 90 minutes. If you have an extenuating circumstance, you need to communicate with me and let me know. But the 90-minute time frame is even in consideration for those students who need extra time. It should be more than enough to take care of what you need to do. Also, while I've got you, a word about discussion boards. Some of you have done great on discussion boards, and some of you have really fallen behind. So take a look at the rubric on your syllabus regarding discussion boards and make sure that you are contributing as you should. It should be valid, relevant information relative to that topic, and the idea is that you actually engage others in a discussion. To respond to a post that says good post, now sometimes, granted, I do that as the instructor, but your job is to help engage further discussion so that everybody has a better understanding of the topic material, and so that I know that you have a good understanding of the topic material. So please be sure to indicate that you understand well, and if you can quote chapter or page number from the book of where you're getting your information, all the better. So just take a look at the discussion board rubric and make sure that you're living up to it, because by the end of the semester, those discussion board points will be something that you'll want as part of your grade. Also, don't forget the community service portion of it. So far, no one has turned into community service, which is fine. I didn't necessarily expect that at this point, but be sure that you're thinking about where you're to do your community service and making arrangements so that you can, get that set up on a good schedule for you, and that all goes well. As always, if you have any questions or if you're having a problem, let me know. I'm here to help. Call me, FaceTime, Skype, whatever. I want to do what I can to help you be a success. Take care and have a great day.